Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead, a top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Scarlet Knights will kick this away to start us off. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
And they'll take over 1st and 7.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And now the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And the Scarlet Knights pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Rutgers 7, Ohio State 0.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Gives it to the back.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Catch made on the sidelines, and that gain is enough to move the sticks. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Did he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Rutgers 7, Ohio State 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
So if the challenge doesn't work, that'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Wow, a great play on the interception, but that's going to be wiped out on a roughing the passer penalty. So now the offense has a fresh set of downs after that roughing the passer penalty. From the shotgun, handoff inside. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The Scarlet Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Bryant. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The short completion to the tight end. And the ball to the ground. And the defense has picked up the football going the other way.
That's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's an option look. Some hard running there through a tackle. Pitch to the back. Aiming for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down play coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Scarlet Knights looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. They're going to run the option. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. No problem, knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets hauled in here over the middle. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
Now that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Ohio State.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Right down the middle. And a field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down to start with the next drive. Here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds the receiver wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Quick pass, the catch is made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Rutgers.
And the Scarlet Knights line up with a 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Scarlet Knights come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Rutgers 17, Ohio State 3.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Number 9.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Rutgers 24, Ohio State 3.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there. 1st and 10 now for the offense.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
It's a bullet, but incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Second down after that previous play. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Makes a quick catch. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Rutgers 24, Ohio State 3.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield. Put the ball right on the back, let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But the linebackers, really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
31, Ohio State, 3.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the returner is brought down. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Well, they test the middle there but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Bringing pressure. Hit just as he throws the ball. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Tailback with another carry. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ready? The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it to the right side. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away.
31, Ohio State, 10.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if he didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.